So as a skinnier guy, I wanted to bulk up. I wanted to have that foundation so I could actually build the muscle. But it was actually fairly hard to do in the beginning because I just didn't know what I was doing. This is what my physique looked like 5 years ago. This is what it looks like now. And while I'm certainly not where I want to be ideally, I have made a lot of progress. I've made a lot of mistakes, and I'm making videos like this so I can help guys make progress way faster than I did and avoid a lot of the mistakes that I made. Pretty much when it comes to bulking, all it is that you're eating at a calorie surplus. You're eating more food so that your body can actually gain weight. A lot of guys, especially like guys who have a faster metabolism, the reason they won't gain muscle isn't because they're not doing workouts. It's just because they're not giving their body the nutrients that it needs to actually build that muscle. Like if you're building a temple and you don't actually have the resources like the bricks or the concrete to lay down, how do you expect to build it? Like, it's just not going to happen. So I realized a big thing I had to do was bulk, but it was actually hard for a few reasons. One, I didn't know if I was actually bulking. I just had this vague idea of, okay, eat more food, but I didn't actually know what that meant. So I wasn't making progress consistently. And also when it came to just eating more food, it was just difficult to do. So the first thing is that you need to actually have a concrete measurement of how many calories you're actually eating. I can't express how helpful this is and how big of a game changer it is. When you're actually measuring how many calories that you are eating and how much grams of protein and whatnot, it completely changes the game because it takes all the guesswork out of it. Pretty much what you do is you download this free app. It's called MyFitnessPal. You enter your information like your weight, your height, and whatnot. You tell it what your goals are, like how much weight you're trying to put on, say every week or something like that. And it's going to give you amount of calories that you need to be hitting. What you do is that every meal that you have, you just log in, okay, what did you eat? So, say your mom cooks you some food or whatever, and you see on the plate, it's like, okay, some chicken, it's some rice and some veggies or whatever. You just go to your phone, put in whatever that is. You can roughly estimate. You can kind of eyeball it, see, okay, this looks like about a cup of rice, looks like about, one small chicken breast or whatever. And you just consistently log the amounts of food that you're eating. When I first did this, I realized how little I was actually eating and how I needed to just add a little bit more calories so that I could actually hit my goal. Now, at this point, okay, I realized, okay, I just need to be eating more, and I was actually tracking it. So I knew in an objective way, okay, I'm actually hitting my calorific goals. I'm actually getting the amount of protein that I need. Okay, sick. The next problem was that it was just hard to eat that many calories. Like, the thing for a lot of skinnier guys is that they're just not used to eating that much food. So what you have to do is train yourself. You can't be one of these people who says, oh, I can't eat this amount of food because, I feel too full. I can't do it or whatever. No, it's just like building muscle or like being in the gym. It's just you're working out like this new muscle, this new discipline. You have to aggressively overload is what I'm saying. So if all you can eat on a regular basis is say 2,000 calories and, once you eat 2,000 calories, you feel really full. What you have to do is, okay, how can I eat just a little bit more? And you progressively you train your stomach to be able to hold a higher capacity of food. You train yourself to be able to eat more food. And just by doing this, just by training yourself to do it, eventually becomes easy. Like, right now on a regular basis, I'll eat about 3,500 calories or maybe even more. Sometimes, some days even like 4,000 calories every single day, on my bulk. Before this, I couldn't do that. Like, I could genuinely barely even get to 3,000 before I felt like I had to throw up. The only way that I was able to make that transition is by training myself to just eat more foods. Now, there are some ways to make it way easier for you, time consumption wise. One of the things is liquid calories. This will always be one of the best ways. If you can make a smoothie or a shake or just a liquid type of food that you can just drink and not have to chew that much, it makes it a lot easier to digest food, especially if you're constrained on time. If you're making your own food, learning some quick recipes that you can repeat on a daily basis or meal prep and whatever, just making it easy for yourself to complete this, because a lot of guys overcomplicate it. A lot of guys are thinking, and this is what I used to do too, they think on a daily basis, okay, what am I going to eat? What am I going to cook today? And it just takes so much time to, think of what recipe you want to make today. And then you only eat it for one meal. And then, you have all this other stuff to do. And then you have to cook another meal. It's just too much. what I do is I just keep it simple. Okay. Like I plan in advance. Okay. What can I eat pretty much every single day and I'll feel fine? Okay. Sandwiches. I'm going to make the same kind of sandwich and eat like 4 of these sandwiches for breakfast. Or when it comes to dinner, okay, I'm just going to cook this, put some eggs or some ramen noodles or whatever. Just like cook all that stuff. And then it just becomes like a simple process for me. I don't need to think so much about it. A lot of it is making it easier for you to follow through with the actions you need to do, which is like making sure that you're eating the right amount of calories, making it easy for you to actually consume those calories, making it easy for you to actually get that food on a consistent basis and like not make it take so much time. A lot of the work is just optimizing your routine, optimizing your environment to make it as easy as possible for you to win and as hard as possible for you to lose. Because at least from what I can tell, a lot of guys fail to bulk and build a lot of muscle, not because it's impossible or not because it's their genetics or anything. They just haven't set their lives up in a way or built their environments, built systems to make it super easy for them to achieve this goal. Make it super easy to know how many calories that you're eating and how much grams of protein that you're eating by using MyFitnessPal and like tracking all that stuff. Making it super easy to know how much weight you're actually gaining on a week to week basis, which could be, having a scale and then every single time in the morning, as soon as you wake up before, you do anything, you just weigh yourself on the scale and then boom, that's how you know, like if you're actually making progress or not. Having these simple prepared meals or even like meal prepping, doing all of that hard stuff in advance so that when it comes time to eat, all you have to do is eat. And it's like a really simple thing. Having a system that's like super easy to follow, having this pre-planned workout routine. So, okay, every day on Monday, I'm going to do like these workouts and I don't even have to think about it. It's not this real complicated thing. It just becomes like this automatic thing. That's how I've gotten it for myself at least. And it's made progress so easy. This is like, if you can just get over this part, if you can just get over the part where you're building those systems, once you have those systems in place, everything becomes easy. And those systems are just going to be your habit. So if you can track your calories by using MyFitnessPal, I highly recommend it. Have that calculation of how many calories you need to be eating on a consistent basis. Make sure that you're getting that calorie intake. Make sure that you're getting that protein intake. When it comes to meal preps, have something simple, have something that you can repeat on a regular basis, something you don't have to put so much time thinking into it, or you can even like do takeout, do whatever is easiest for you so that you can consistently get that like calorie intake and that protein. And also make sure that you're tracking your weight at the same time in the morning every single day so that you have a very clear measure of it. If you're actually gaining weight, if you're actually making progress towards your goals, or if you're just maintaining, or if you're actually going backwards, because this will like influence your other inputs. Like you may need to eat even more calories than you think that you do because you have a higher metabolism. Just so many things become way easier when you have these measurements. But anyways, that's it for this video. Hope you got some value. Peace out.